Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Global Speedrun channel. And we're getting started bringing you week 6 of Division 1 here at the 70-Star League. I am Shantastic, still here with you, and now I'm joined by Electric. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm really excited for this matchup. Droz and Heisenburger, kind of different play styles overall, as we've kind of said before. Droz tends to go for some pretty wild strats sometimes, and it usually works out, sometimes doesn't, but Heisenburger seems to be a bit more consistent of a player overall. So this one should be a pretty good matchup. We can see Heisenburger prepping with the soft lock crowd. As we go over to the standings real quick, as you can see, Heisenburger in 11th with 58 points, Droz in 9th with 171. So regardless of the outcome of these matchups, probably won't be changing the league standings, but should Droz take the win here, he could actually go all the way as high, looks like 6th place potentially. So pretty exciting stuff for Droz. We'll see if he's able to go ahead and clutch out this match to ensure that drastic place move up. But we'll be getting started in just a moment here.
Absolutely, yeah. Heisenburger definitely a dark horse here in this league. Of course, does not have the best record coming into Division 1, but is here in the Big Boys Club, running with the absolute cream of the crop. I mean, you look at the top players over here. You look at Puncation, D whatever, Paracusia, Cheese, all of these people, and Ouija as well. All of these people have 47s or within spitting distance of a 47 in Paracusia's case. So, you know, you've got some serious caliber runners, and Heisenberger is having to face off against all of them. And Droz is going to be no free pancake either. I was trying to think of some kind of dessert food. So yeah, definitely going to be a big match between these two.
Yep. Now, real quick, since a number of people in chat are asking about it, Ouija's recent loss, the last loss that's showing on the scoreboard, is because he wasn't able to appear for the Paracusia match today. That was supposed to happen just before this match, and as it was his second consecutive no-show, it was automatically counted as a win for Paracusia rather than an option being given for a reschedule. But we will still be having that Cheese Ouija match being played later on tonight that was supposed to happen last week.
Yes, indeed. We do have Cheese versus Ouija, which has happened. That is a pre-recorded match. Of course, a lot of our matches are pre-recorded in order to optimize those schedules and get you guys the content consistently every week. And so that will be brought to you with live commentary, as always, at 11 p.m.
But we're now about to be off. Runner's just going to go ahead and check their files to make sure they don't have an accidental save file. And we'll be getting well on our way in just a moment.
The accidental save file, actually the title of my work-in-progress comedy novel. It's a romantic comedy between Mario and a Goomba, actually. Very progressive.
That sounds like a book I'd love to read at some point. Maybe even turn into a screenplay. I'd love to see a film of that.
Well, I am excited to bring it to you, but I am more excited for the match that is starting off right now. As we can see, not much of an advantage being taken here at the start of the race, which is probably good because it would imply that one of these runners started their timer late. But yeah, looks like Heisenberger's lucky to taking a couple frames of a lead. Not really a huge deal. Chat asking me to tell you guys about Golf Clash, and I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. So if you go to onyx.tv and you sign up with your Twitch account, you can download Golf Clash through the Onyx app and earn points toward a free subscription. That's right, you can get something without paying for it. All you got to do is go download a free app and play it, earn points toward a free sub, enjoy Golf Clash through the onyx.tv app. And both players getting lucky to skip. They are both very excited.
Speaking of enjoying things, that's always a great sight.
Yeah.
As we're moving on into BOB now, let's see how these bomb.
Golf Clash D1 League. Chat's words, not mine. And Droz nails that a little bit too far to the left to get backflip strat, but Heisenberg just right behind.
Yeah, really nice bomb close from both. Glad to see first tries after a few fails that we saw yesterday. So now we're going to be heading into the slide. Y'all know what time it... Oh, actually, Heisenberger going to go ahead and go for Womps first, as if he's going on in for a PB attempt or something similar. Droz, though, heading on into the slide, so get those one-sided guesses out. I'm going to go ahead and say Droz will pull out a 12-6 here.
Yeah, I'm going to say 12-6 for Droz, and later on, actually, we'll make the predictions later. Commentator doing a little internal weird champ at Heisenberg for breaking up the route convergence. A little weird champ at himself for articulating that not efficiently. And Droz getting a 12.7, and both of us are wrong. And it looks like Heisen getting a nice clean start to his cannonless. Interesting little clip there into the double jump. Gonna set up that Alice.
Ooh, got a firstie. A little bit far off. Looks like he got a firstie there. Wasn't doing the simp Alice that allows a firstie to still work. That one should be good. Yep. Losing a few seconds there as Droz goes on in for his 100.
I presume he's going for a pro cycle here.
Yeah, the pro. His koi count definitely looks like, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Making it
cycle.
A little bit close. Still perfectly fine. Heisenberger going for the standard full cycle here. Just a tiny bit slower. Not too... Gives you a lot more leniency on that wooden platform. Takes a bit of a fall, though. Slows down his speed. Might still be able to make it. Good on and kick. Let's see what the platform looks like. Yeah, just barely able to make his way over there.
Definitely a solid cycle to be making. Just has to go for those extra 5 coins at the very end.
Whoa, that blue nearly falling down into oblivion there. That was so close.
Indeed. Heisenberger notoriously does not bite his nails. It is a nervous condition that a lot of speedrunners do have, but Heisenberger does not, and it's a good thing that he doesn't because those nails grew out and were just barely able to hit the grab box of that blue coin. And Heisen going to be finishing up, picking up these extra yellow coins here. And it really does, the pro cycle really does save like a deceptively small amount of time. Because the extra time you spend getting those 5 coins is really like, it's kind of offset by the time you spend getting them at the very beginning, which is not actually that efficient. So pro cycle doesn't save all that much time. Heisenberger, though, 1 star ahead of his opponent in Womp's Fortress, but still has that Princess Peach's slide to go.
Yep, which kind of just goes to show how fast a lot of these Womp stars go. I mean, you don't think of the slide as taking that long, but in comparison to a lot of these quick stars like Droz' Cannonless and Heisenberger's Wild Blue just now, it.
Yes, indeed. Electric's insight actually so insightful and quite frankly giving away too much of the information that GSA admins decided to cut off his mic for a brief second. Don't want to reveal too much too quick, but definitely excited to hear the rest of that as Droz finishes up shoot into the Wild Blue, and Heisen going to be cleaning up Womp here.
Yeah, not even sure where exactly that cut off. The gist of the message was slide slow, Womps fast.
True. Very, very true.
But of course I say that as they're going into the kind of longer star here, chip off Womp's block. About 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, chip off Womp's block definitely, I would say probably the longest single star here in the lobby. I'm trying to think of a longer one. Maybe slip slide in a way, but no, even that's less than 30 seconds. But yeah, definitely one of the longer lobby stars. And Droz going to be headed back in here to pick up that super quick, you know, somewhere in the realm of 16 to 18 seconds. I think I think a high 16 is probably the community best. I'm not exactly sure. But we are going to be getting Heisenburger in for a Princess Peach's secret slide, and draws just a little bit ahead of his opponent, not too far ahead. I'm predicting a 12.8 for Heisenburger. Oh, that was a good jump, though. Yeah, I think you're off. I mean, I think you're on. You got it. A 12.9. Commentator trying to backpedal off his prediction. Backpedals in the wrong direction and falls off his bike. Certainly might be able to claim workplace compensation, as he did do it on the job. But unfortunately is a little bit injured. Droz, however, dropping some spaghetti, and even with the rebound off of the wall, a 13.0 coming out from Droz. So certainly slightly on the scuffed end, 12.8, 12.9, the 13.0, and Heisenburger picks up the 12.8. Meanwhile, Droz is going to be doing a little bit of stuntman work. Goes forehead first into these coins. Definitely playing it kind of safe here. Does not want to skirt it too close. Droz, of course, a shorter category specialist, so definitely would not be surprised to see him play it a little bit on the safer side in these long form category coins, such as Tower of the Wind Cap, or even the one we're about to see after Dark World. But that said, I think we're in for some exciting action here in Dark World. Droz definitely very, very, very comfortable with this particular level. Droz, also known to you in the chat as Dowski, both short for Droz Dowski. Looks like we are seeing slightly safer action here. Doesn't want to risk it here in the context of a race. But that was a real quick turnaround there, and it looks like we could be seeing a Zaya cycle come out for Droz. Let's see how quick this movement is. Gets two dives and a double long jump. And looks like he's just going to wait it out. Get the safe old shake. But a very, very early shake. Or rather, about as early a shake as you can get. Restreamer pointing out that Droz, also known as Sloth. Sloth, definitely my preferred name to call him. And Heisen getting a slightly later shake cycle. But still, oh no! That was real close. And getting a little ground pound for just to rub it in. But he did make that shake cycle and is not dead. Gets a little first speed there. No big deal. Very good Dark World from Heisen as well. It looks like Droz had a nice and clean Bowser throw. Apparently Heisen got normal cycle. Do apologize, was looking at Droz's screen. And Heisen gonna clean up this key.
Now we got some nice sliding action from Droz to start out the sky jump. Very nice jump. A little bit low on the stone platform, but you have more than enough.
Indeed. Droz gonna pick up that skybox star. Apologies for any technical issues. We're having a couple of audio problems. It appears to be some kind of server end issue, so if you have trouble hearing Electric or myself, and we're trying to figure it out right now. All right, and Droz entering here into Cold Mountain, or Cool Mountain. I don't know why they call it cold.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, but it is cold.
It deserves like to be called cold.
Yeah, sounds like an understatement to me.
And you got the snowman, and you got this huge ice pillar in the middle. There's tons of indications that this mountain is below freezing. Not sure how these overalls are providing enough thermal insulation for Mario to survive.
True. But Mario dealing with the cold by staying active, doing some stunts, running around, keeping warm, and does have those trusty gloves. Denim overalls, of course, very, very good at insulating heat. And generally speaking, kinetic energy, just keep on running, jumping off giant heights. Technically does help keep you warm. There's a lot of energy there. Once you land, just make sure that before you hit the floor that you do a little nosedive, because apparently that prevents you from getting hurt. Just like to state for the record, a quick disclaimer that this is a video game and the physics here do not translate to real life. Please do not try nosediving from a large, high surface.
Yeah, I'd have to say more than likely the snow here is impacted, so it wouldn't be quite as soft as Mario makes it look. Draws me, speaking of making things look easy, going to be going for CCM17 with the double plus. But
yes, indeed, and Heisen going here with the trusty CCM18. A little bit easier, avoids having to do the double pillarless, but unfortunately also comes with the risk of you've got to make sure that you get every single coin in this race. We'll see if Heisen goes for that safety coin. He is not going to do it. Too confident.
So you can only miss one all the way down the slide.
Already
and
misses
that's
it.
the one right there at the very start. Instructions unclear. Tried to challenge a penguin to win from the zoo. Look, you should have just won. It's not my fault you... He gets the full arc. Okay.
Gets the full arc,
That's
and this is going to be the one, and he gets it. And
okay, now
yeah.
he just has to get in front of the penguin and not have him knock him off to the side somehow.
Yeah, it's pretty free from here. Anything can happen, of course, but those certainly are the trouble coins, the problem coins, the Monka S coins.
But he's got his 85 and now 100, so he'll be good to go. Checking on out of here. Very nice.
So Heisen definitely paying off with that CCM18 strat, not going for any safety coins, and we're gonna see draws. Gonna need to pull off a double pillarless. Of course, pillarless, a common strategy in 16 star, in which draws has plenty of experience. So definitely expecting good things, but anything can happen any day with that pesky pillarless. So nothing is free until it is in the bank. And Heisen gonna finish off with wall kicks will work. Draw's gonna be entering here into Big Boo's haunt.
Draws with the side flip for the bookcase. Heisenburger going to be joining in the haunt just in a moment.
True, and quite frankly, I think I don't really see much of a lead for draws. He might be a little bit ahead. Oh wait, no, he just finished Secret of the Bookcase. So he is a fair amount ahead. Still, I think it's less than a single star, the average single star. So we are going to be seeing Heisen pick up this little boo fight, or pretty big boo fight, but by the time he's done with him, he's a non-existent boo.
Really nice punch grab from Draws to grab that pesky little...
Indeed. And Draws going to be headed here into the first attempt of multiple pillarlesses.
Yeah, hoping these attempts go well. Let's see. Looks like a pretty big bomb.
Decent bomb. Getting a regular pillarless. Certainly don't blame him for a double attempt. So far, pretty clean. A little bit of lag.
And he's in there. Nice first.
And gonna get these secrets out of the way nice and quick. And Draw's going to be going in here for a second attempt. Obviously, the first one successful. Let's see how this goes.
He's still using that standard. No Tom on today. Wonder exactly what's going on there. Maybe just hasn't been quite as consistent.
And just so squeaky clean from Draws, 2 for 2. Meanwhile, Heisen looks like had a little trouble. Gets a medium bomb. Oh my goodness.
So he's going to be going for this klepto backup real quick. Oh, can't seem to hit the bird though. Just barely falling underneath those talons.
Yeah, is clearly seasoned in the art of bird watching, bird spotting, and chases him all the way.
Draws me. Oh, the death. What just happened on Draws' side? Decided to go for talent from the top of the pyramid and gets bopped backwards by him. I have never. That's ridiculous.
What did he go for there? Oh, did he miss the? I think maybe he missed Klepto, or he missed the fly guy and had to go for a backup.
Well, like it looked like he was doing the jump from the starting position. So I don't really know. Maybe he like had a bit of an issue with the triple. Not sure what happened there.
That is nutty, but Heisen still working on this this pillarless. Finally gets a decent bomb. Let's see if he can make it up that pyramid. And does make it. So Draws losing a lot of time to that death, only just barely ahead of his opponent. Heisen also going to be heading out here with that pillarless mercifully right hot on the heels of his opponent going into Lethal Lava Land.
And so now we got reds coming out from Draws. Some hot log rolling from Heisen's side.
And everything coming out super clean. Lethal Lava Land, not all that scary a level. Pretty much the hardest star here is that lava boost, which most players generally have a pretty consistent time of getting. Every now and then something will go wrong. You don't typically see many other mistakes here in Lethal Lava Land. Draws taking a little booty burn as I say that. Commentator's Curse kicking in droves. And both players just kind of coasting through for now. We're going to wait until they enter into that volcano. A couple things can go wrong, little time loss, little movement issues on the bully stars. But it looks like Draws here going into this volcano, and we're going to see how this lava boost goes. Expecting to see a pro boost here.
Heisen misses the long jump there. Fortunately, he's able to make it still all the way over.
Clean pro boost from Draws in the meantime.
And going for the pro ending, but deciding to just go ahead and take the pull at the end just for safety. Maybe just didn't like the angle he would have had to long jump from.
Absolutely. It is worth noting that Draws did get that pro boost, which means he's going to probably save a little time over Heisen. I think Heisenburger goes for the long jump strat. But a very clean
I believe it. Draws with a nice elevator.
Yeah, very nice elevator. And Heisen getting a perfect bully the bullies. So doing everything he needs to do to stay in this race. Certainly not all that far behind his opponent in terms of caliber.
SSL death definitely set Draws back a decent.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Draws nearly getting the triple bully kill without the ground pound. Heisen with a clean long jump boost.
For sure. And Heisen cleaning up here. And Yeah, so Heisenburger sitting pretty at a 49.50 is his PB. Meanwhile, Droz has been grinding 70 star, was at least until a couple of weeks ago, and managed to get himself a 48.24. So a little bit of a difference between these two, of course. Neither of these players quite in the 47 club yet. Definitely expecting at least one of them to be in the contention soon if they keep grinding. And Heisen just keeps on that grind. Droz picking up these bullies. But yeah, Draw's not quite part of the 47 club yet, but is a part of, definitely a part of that sub 1530 club. Part of many clubs of his own. Have your pick of clubs in Golf Clash. Download it through the onyx.tv app and earn points toward a free sub. Heisenburger right behind Droz here, entering the 30-star door. Wow, we are neck and neck, my friend. And Droz here doing chess in the current. Everything going nice and clean. And Droz gonna paddle away into that star, and Heisenburger right behind him loses a little time on that chest in the current. For sure, looks like his lead has expanded to about 3 or 4 seconds, maybe 5. Looks like about 3 seconds between 3 and 4. And Droz gonna be boarding a submarine, as is Heisenburger. And I think this is going to be a point where we're going to see Droz either expand the gap or Heisenberg even take the lead, depending on what Droz decides to do. Wouldn't be surprised to see Droz go for a front sub, and he is going to do it. Front sub, a staple of the shorter categories. Heisenberg going to go for that old reliable back sub. Is Droz going to go for right side? It looks like he is, and he nails it. And that is going to be a sizable expansion to Droz's lead. And as you can see, that lead goes up to 6 seconds, nearly double what it was before. Very, very, very solid. Very solid from Mr. Drozdowski. Meanwhile, Droz going to be picking up some hula hoops from this manta ray underwater rings. Oh, and Droz trolls us a little bit. We did not see that number 2 come out. Fortunately for the stream, you guys heard it, and Droz misses the star and almost gets sucked into the vortex. He's got to be careful, make sure that he's going to get the... Oh my goodness, Droz gets the star, mercifully does not die, and we have to be happy for those little victories, but Heisen does take the lead off of that. Droz is going to have to rely on some movement in order to get back ahead. Heisen, oh no! Heisen missing the wall kick into the pole, and that might be the end of early cycle. That was a really, really bad time loss. And Droz might take the lead back just on that. Certainly if he gets the lava boost and Heisenberg gets normal cycle, Droz is absolutely going to be in the lead. But Droz missing the kick. Droz can still get early Ellies. Looks like it is over for Heisenburger, unfortunately. Yeah, it does not quite manage to get that coin. Meanwhile, Droz very much in time for this early Ellies, and he misses the... Oh my goodness, this is so unfortunate for Droz. That was his chance to get back in the lead, but gonna have to settle for the same cycle that Heisen is gonna have to settle for. And unfortunately, not quite the D1 caliber of play that we are used to seeing in the Spire C, but mistakes do happen every now and then. And Droz going to do a double lava boost, and Heisen, meanwhile, has some issues actually getting up the slope, and Droz takes the lead. Not sure what spaghetti was dropped there. Unfortunately, I was looking at Droz's screen. Oh my goodness, and whatever happened to Heisen, probably, maybe some like, maybe took an extra damage off of the lava on the movement. Of course, that does mandate you to run through the heart. And Fire Sea is a very fickle stage where if you don't get a good ending, you have to do a double lava boost. And doing that double lava boost requires you to have at least 7 points of health, which means that, oh no, okay, Heisen does get the throw. So if you do bounce wrong, you got to run through that heart, but how much health you get out of running through that heart depends on how fast you're running. As Droz exits Fire Sea, he's going to be going up to the upstairs, and Heisen right behind. So basically, that loses a lot of time if you get a bad boost, because you got to run through that heart. You got to do a couple turns in order to make sure you have the speed to actually gain the health you need, because you need 6 hearts out of that, or 6 health points out of that heart. Very, very complicated mechanic is that healing heart, and Heisen does reap the consequences of it. Bits, meanwhile, pouring into the stream. Shoutouts to EBM9. Constantly doing justice to that diamond by his name. Or by their name. And Draw is going to pound on to this blue coin box. And nice and clean RNG from that Skeeter. Picks up those blue coins. Going to be headed over here. And we are joined once again by Electric. How's it going?
Going well. Sorry about all the issues. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so furious, but it doesn't matter. Draw's in the middle of falling instead of getting a ledge grab, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness. And Draws gets a little bit of a ledge grab issue, but or a little bit of a wall kick issue. Not a huge deal, but Heisen missing the triple jump. Oh my gosh. Gonna be retaking it, looks like. Yeah, looks like he's gonna be retaking it. And makes it. And is going for top of the town. Better to miss.
Nice.
Definitely better to miss that triple jump on higher level water. Means you don't have to retake the triple jump on the lower level. But hopefully he doesn't nail it when he's going for express elevator. Heisen does the double box breaker. What a baller. Draws, meanwhile, hasn't finished his own 100 coin. And Draws
goes for a speed kick, gets a dive.
A little bit too much not pressing A there. And we have Draws picking up that express elevator. Everything nice and clean so far for Heisenburger as well. Looks like nothing too crazy going on his end. Has not missed a coin yet, so has a little bit more, a little bit more leeway. Meanwhile, Draws is going to be entering with water level elevated. That water is high enough for ducks to swim in, and Heisen going to be throwing this Chuckya. And Draws picks up this triple jump, doesn't make it either, makes the same mistake that Heisen made, which means that that lead is not getting padded at all. Heisen having a very clean 100 coin star. Draws retakes this triple jump, wall kick, and makes it. Does exactly the same movement as Heisenburger did.
He gets that unintentional side flip on the rotating platform, but he's got the star in his hands now. Good to go.
Indeed, and Heisen headed back into the level. Gonna be doing those shocking arrow lifts, skip them outright, and Draw's gonna be doing the same. And looks like Heisen coming out of here. Coming out of here with the lead. Does he have 39 stars, or does he still have to go in for express elevator?
Oh, he's got those 39.
All right, I'm not sure how he took the lead there. Maybe Draws lost a little time on the secrets and 100 coin. Of course, both of these guys notoriously lost time on that top of the town.
Yeah, I think his ledge grab fail on 100 coin definitely mattered a lot more than we may have thought at the time.
Yeah, that would make sense. Heisen had a very clean 100 coin. I totally forgot about that part. Droz also having a clean start to his secrets. Nice triple jump dive. Heisen having the same, and Droz doing a little bit of reorienting himself, not going straight for that slide, losing a tiny bit of time. Is going to rely on hopefully some movement caliber to catch him up in this match, but Heisen is in the driver's seat right now. And Droz going to be headed in here for the top of the island. And Heisen getting some gardening out of the way. And it looks like Heisen headed back in for the tip top of the huge island, and Droz going to be doing some piranha plants. Looks like this lead has slimmed down considerably. I think that the piranha plants are a little bit slower, though. Heisen kind of coasting in, gets a very, very clean shortcut, very clean island clip. So he's going to be headed out of THI in light speed time. And that is going to be... It's going to be a little silver lining in here for our friend here in the commentary booth, Electric. Very happy to see THI be over in proper time. Droz talking to Todd. Heisen already cleaned it up. About a 7-second difference between the players. Heisen getting a slightly slow mountain clip. These differences matter. We are within 10 seconds of each other. Reminder, that is a full 30 points for the loser, which means that at the very worst, if this lead is maintained, Droz is going to get 50% as many points as his opponent, as that is how math works. Going to see a second mountain clip from Heisen. Once again, just falling short of that clip. And that is the worst place to fall all the way into the water. You got to wait to come back up and then paddle in. And Droz saving a significant amount of time here on these mountain clips. But losing a little time having to do that fourth jump. And we're going to see Heisenburger go for these TTM Reds. TTM Red's an extremely technical star. Much like the GSA, it operates kind of on a script where you've got to get every input perfectly. Very difficult to improvise on. And as we say that, Heisen misses a red, gonna have to go back down for it, and everything falls apart trying to get it back. And this is exactly what I was just talking about. Mutilated Puppet, thank you for the support. Welcome to the Subber Clubber. And Heisenburger continues to have issues. Oh my god, this is actually just the hardest star to ad-lib, and meanwhile, Droz just kind of coasting along his way. Finally, Heisen mercifully cleans up here, and Droz going to be going for reds of his... Oh no, he's going to be going for Blast to the Lonely Mushroom. Whew. Did... Oh my gosh. Unfortunate for Heisen, but... Now Droz going here for Breezeless, does not get it, gonna have to go for that breeze. Looks like Droz had a clean TTM Reds of his own. Very unfortunate. And Heisen gonna go straight for the breeze. Save a little time over Droz, who went for Breezeless, but gets a little bit of distance from Chuckia, of course. Chuckia giving him the bad RNG, so you have to be a little more careful to avoid him. And Heisen gonna head here into Snowman's Land to join his friend. Droz getting a nice clean triple jump. Perfect Snowman's big head. Let's see how it goes for Heisen. Gets the speed kick. Gonna go for a slightly safer attempt at the triple jump, allowing him. Oh no! And bonks against what is supposed to be a clean ledge grab. Gonna have to retake this as a side flip. At least he doesn't fall into the pond. Picks up the Snowman's head and draws. Not whirling from the freezing pond, but dodging it outright with a clean old triple jump and a slide into a jump. Very nice movement from Droz.
Wish I could have seen at least some of it, but hey, things happen. Hopefully things are better now. Just gonna extend this sentence a little bit longer to hopefully see that everything is better with my connection. I'm so unbelievably livid right now, but Droz obviously not, with very, very nice steep freeze. Heisenburger picking up his own whirl.
Yeah, Droz and Heisenburger with movement as gorgeous as the sound of Electric's voice, which we can hear nice and clear. And Droz going to be sliding this fully off.
Yeah, I really don't even know what to say about these issues. I had to move my computer to a random bookcase that happens to be close enough to my router to use the one spare Ethernet cable I have. It's a whole thing. Let's just not talk about it. It's a nice race in front of us. Droz about to head down to HMC. At least I get back in time for the good meaty part of the run. Droz not quite getting that pause in order to exit course for some reason.
Yes, indeed. Internet service providers are the THI of the real world.
Honestly.
Droz here into basement, going to be doing that HMC late. Let's see how this MIPS grab goes. Does go for the dive grab. Nice and safe. And we're going to be seeing Droz head here into the Hazy Maze Cave. And Heisen joining his opponent once again. This lead is not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. We've got plenty of run and tippy to boot. And Droz headed here into the depths of the castle basement. Gonna be seeing a triple box jump coming out.
Oh, breaking the box though. Gonna have to go for Christmas Miracle instead.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Crazy miss breaking that box and doesn't even get the miracle.
Just all sorts of issues popping up for Droz. Fortunately, the Shigeri drop working out for him.
Yeah,
Heisenburger
Droz
entering for his own triple jump.
Droz, of course, has been honing his chops in competitive Fortnite. He is used to that mouse and keyboard, probably having to readjust to the concept of aiming with a control stick. And it has led to some issues for him in that past start, as that was some NA aim coming out. But we're going to see at this retake, see how this triple box jump goes. Nice and clean. Beautiful retake.
Diving right into the star. Beautiful stuff. And Heisenburger getting some good RNG with those rolling rocks. Nice to see.
And we've got Droz headed in here. Looks like going for a maze and emergency exit. Goes for the right side movement. I'm a fan, honestly. Anytime I don't have to spend on the slope of that pit, I'm very happy. Heisen missing that little kick is going to back up a maze and emergency exit with Christmas Miracle. Otherwise known as Metalhead Mario sure can move. And much like the other stars in this run, the strategy for getting the star has absolutely nothing to do with the name or the title thereof.
Yeah, honestly, I would hate if you had to use the metal cap for that star. It's just so slow. I mean, it's like Iron Boots, but 50 times worse at walking in water. I don't understand it.
It's like Iron Boots, except without like the thumpity thump that makes you feel like, super bad A.
I mean, you got that good music going along with it. I mean, it's nice, but just no substance to the movement whatsoever. There's a reason you don't even bother
Yeah.
grabbing the cap in 120 star even.
You know what that music makes me feel like, especially with Mario just like kind of waddling around in like half speed. It makes me feel like the Killer Bees from Wind Waker, who like always thought that they were super cool, but we all knew that they weren't cool.
Very true. Very true. Speaking of very cool, though, let's see. Droz not very cool with that quick fall. It's a pretty fast death. That's going to allow Heisenburger to make up at least a little bit of room. And this is a pretty close race now, folks.
Yeah, pressing A, the hardest part of this game. Droz very innovative, has developed a lot of cool strats in his time. This was not one of them. Unfortunately, trying to take out the A press from Rainbow Ride, and once again,
he got the bounce that time, and it looked like he had enough room for the slide, but pressing A just not quite working out right for him.
Yeah, it seems like Droz does not want to press A. I certainly don't blame him. Pressing A really sucks.
I've never seen that back up before. I'm upset that didn't work. I really wanted to see that work.
But yeah, every single problem that has gone on for Droz in the past 45 seconds has involved him not pressing A.
It looks like Heisenburger failed his first try Lakitu bounce, unless he just decided to go for reds first. Droz very nearly getting burned off the edge of the stage. This reds backup has not gone well for him, as Heisenburger getting his Lakitu bounce just has to get through the ending.
The stylish firstie backup to boot. Heisenburger, meanwhile, a nice clean Lakitu bounce.
And he's got the star in his hands. The hardest one in Rainbow Ride under his belt now, with a pretty firm 1-star lead over Droz at the moment.
Absolutely. Just incredible. You never know. It's especially in Tippy, especially in Rainbow Ride, honestly. People talk about TTC, and TTC 100 definitely like a serious problem. But at this caliber, I'd say Rainbow Ride is the most likely place for like big mistakes to happen that define the course of a race. And Heisenburger now in the driver's seat.
See, both of them share their own fair share of the blame. It's just both stages, any mistake can very quickly turn deadly. A lot of the other stages, you make a mistake, you just kind of dust yourself off and just keep going. Maybe you have to do some kind of strange backup movement, but TTC and Rainbow Ride just don't give you that opportunity. They just rip you out of the stage. Droz with the left side tricky.
I feel like the main thing about TTC is that the moving stars are a little bit easier to get the main strategy, but if you fail it, it's very difficult to back it up without dying because you're not used to actually doing the backup. And that's a huge problem. Heisenburger, meanwhile, headed here into Speak of the Devil.
TTC, yep. The Devil has never had a more accurate name, as Heisen goes right into the belly of the beast with TTC 100. And this is one of the coins from that box. Let's see if that's the worst RNG he gets.
Heisenburger, indeed. Doing the right thing and ignoring the commentator's Bane impression. Into having to back up a little bit, not quite making that triple jump.
Still perfectly fine. He's making his way up. Got the blue coin switch under his feet. His triple jump wall kick here, a little bit stressful, but looks good. Yep. Nice movement up these blocks here.
Droz missed the coin. I don't like this, honestly. I think you should just go for the backup coin box at the very top.
You say that, but the movements of that box is so awkward. I really don't. And taking a death, so it doesn't even matter how he backed it up. Oh, Droz is just falling apart in Tippy right now.
And Droz missing the re-entry, so he's going to get time moving. That's actually going to cause him, if he doesn't die again, that's going to cause him to lose a little bit of extra time. Hopefully he doesn't die again, otherwise he's going to lose a lot of extra time.
Yeah, going for pendulums. Very, very nicely done. Knows exactly where that pendulum cycle is going to be. Heisenburger, meanwhile, he's got that big Womp star in his hands, and with that, the hardest star in the game, arguably, under his belt. Just has to clean up some of these time-moving stars. Very comfortable lead over Droz, but still not over. A number of deaths could be in his future. Just has to hunker down, take those deep breaths, and get going. His first time moving triple jump works out well, going for pendulums as well.
Oh my goodness, and it's just falling apart, not even able to get on top of this pendulum. These the edge boxes are like really weird on these pendulums to be. And Droz with a bad angle here, not gonna make that wall kick.
Gonna have to go again for that backup triple. Or sorry, that was Heisen that had to do that the first time. I forgot that Droz hasn't even made it that far yet.
Yeah, Droz just thanking the stars. Almost bonks against that pendulum, but manages to avoid it. Does have the presence of mind to do that much. Highly optimal movement here, though.
Heisen having to take a ledge grab on his way to the cage.
Oh boy. Heisen rolling right into the cage, and Droz playing the risky strats here. Oh, missing a coin. And
and he tries to kick to go back for it and falls down the clock. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
See, kids, this is why you grab the safety red. It's only like 2-3 seconds of time loss, and just count with me how many seconds Droz is losing right now.
Also, did Heisen entered random time? Heisen's in random time right now. Heisen is absolutely in random time, and he's gonna have to be super careful here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but if you get the movement from the Stargate a little bit too optimally, you'll get that random timer instead. It's just the worst. But he's got get a hand now. Now it's all just time stop stars. Very, very easy to get the clock in that position when you know what you're doing.
Droz mercifully picks up that 100 coin star. This is a nightmare TTC for him, and Heisen not having the best TTC of his own, but is dealing with these hiccups like an absolute champion. Heisenburg with the dominant play coming out here in Tippy.
Oh, Droz falls off the top platform. The last possible mistake on this 100 coin.
Once again, Droz fails to press A.
Oh, and he tried for a ledge grab there, but I think that was a first, and he falls off the platform! Oh, and the heave hose got him now. Oh, it's ending for him. Just cannot get through this star.
Pancake Dowski just cannot stop falling. Just a horrible. He should go for time jumps on moving bars right now. I feel like probably just better because he's as closest to stomp on the thwomp as he'll ever be.
Yeah, I mean, what else would he back up with Cloud Stage?
Well, I mean, yeah, like the idea was if he was like right next to time jumps on moving bars, he might as well get that star and just retake stomp on the thwomp. But he's always gonna have to reclimb anyway. Oh my goodness! And he
cannot get this climb going.
It doesn't stop, and Heisenburger is headed into Bowser in the Sky.
Oh man, this is devastating for Droz. He's at least 2-3 minutes behind at the moment. This is, oh man. 2 stages went from having a few seconds of lead to minutes of deficit. That's just, I really hope we'd see a closer ending to this race, but Heisen, the underdog here, pulling out a huge upset at the moment.
And much like Miles Teller from the movie Whiplash, there is one way to describe this match, and that is upset. My goodness.
Oh, but takes a bonk on the triple jump dive. Oh, man.
It's like 2 or 3 more of those, and Droz has a chance. I was going to head back here into Bowser in the Sky, and oh my goodness.
And Droz misses the hand on get a hand. What's even happening to him? Oh, this is so rough to watch. Oh, man.
And Heisenburger dies again.
This is... Will the race ever end? See, he's got to have it this time. And Droz just going to wait on the hand this time around. Doesn't like the concept of having to use that moving platform back up. And I really don't quite blame him, but falls off!
Giving us a snapshot of that moment, and Droz just having trouble getting stars right now. And Heisenburger not able to... I mean, this is like... This is like me playing this game in 1999.
Oh, goes for moving left, slightly off though.
Okay,
gets to back it up really fast though. And Droz finally gets that
goodness.
hand star.
Just like to take a moment to thank it. Oh my god, and
Falls off
Heisenburger.
the elevator. At least he lands on the stone platform. That's the best way to fail that.
Just types in chat, no one saw that. I can confirm nobody in our audience saw that. Speaking of which, thank you all for joining us here for the 70-Star League Division 3 Week 6. And Droz dies!
You just can't seem to get anything going in the clock. The clock taketh and the clock taketh even more. It doesn't give you anything.
You know the sad part? Heisen's still going to beat my PB by over 10 minutes.
Oh, much same. He's pretty close to beating mine by 20.
Oh my goodness. Droz picking up some time jumps on not so moving bars, probably thankful for a lack of movement on those bars.
And Heisen thankful for his focus on those throws, 3 for 3, and he's going to clutch out this win with a 52-28, looks like. It's 27, barely a 27, still a very, very nice time. Now it's up to Droz to finish off these reds as quickly as he can. I think he can still get within about, at the very least, the 4-minute range with a good bits. And he's pulling out some pretty nice reds. Seems to have at least a little bit recovered from just the mental meltdown that has been Tippy so far.
And Heisen finishes up with a 52-27. And Droz is out of here, getting towed, and has a chance to pick up some healthy points.
Takes the bonk on the staircase. Should be getting in there in just a moment, though. About a minute or so behind. If he gets a really solid bits, he could be within 3 minutes of Heisenburger's time. Which, given how that TTC went, that's all you can really ask for. Let's see. Triple jumps off the very edge of that platform.
All right, he's getting there.
That dive there, though, wow.
And gets
Talk
a
about
little
awareness.
Gets a little Manimo emulation there.
And moving right side, it's good. Okay.
Right side. What a, I mean, like this.
And the elevator triple. Wow. He's just
Droz
pulling
on a
out all the
mission
stops.
to demonstrate that, this is familiar territory to him. I mean, this is what he does. Is he just absolutely crushes the Bowser in the Sky movement. He's been here so many times in every single category he's done, every single world record he's done. Just ignore the timer and enjoy the gameplay because he's very, very good at this part.
Yep, Bowser throws just exceptional, except for that one. Commentators pre-curse, apparently.
Just, oh my goodness. Just can't catch a break.
This one should do it, though. The bomb's really close, and there it is.
Picking it up. This is like that game of Golf Clash you play, trying to get up points for a free sub, and both players just trying to get those points, and they're on the green, and they're putting, and they just can't seem to sink the ball in the hole. Droz finally ending up with a 55-01. And that's going to be a little over 230 behind his opponent. So going to lose out on about 15 points. So that's going to be about 15 points. He's gonna pick up.
Yeah, and Heisen stealing away any hope of moving up. I believe all the way to 6th place was what Droz could have potentially gotten up to. But
Congrats to Droz for that absolutely gorgeous Bowser in the Sky. And overall, strong one-spin throws, just a little hiccup at the end. Congrats to Heisenburger, locking in his first win of the season here in Division 1. And thanks to both players. Unfortunately, no time for interviews, it seems like. But we're going to be heading right into another race. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more exciting Division 1 action here at the Global Speedrun Association. Stay tuned.
Yep, we're going to have Benji versus Viro coming up next in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks.